Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, our Moments with God, our moments with the Word of God, our moments with the love, mercy, and compassion of God, our moments also with the forgiveness of God, which I keep repeating, and I will tell you in a minute once again why I am repeating it today again, and our moments also with the holy ones of God who learned in their hearts to forgive people and also experience God's forgiveness for themselves, and not to forget to turn our attention also onto ourselves, inner self, where we can find the people against whom we judge and against whom we find it difficult to make amendments and even to forgive them. And if you like, you may please share the video with others and also subscribe to the channel so that more and more people can share this, and please write your comments as well. Thank you. Today, Jesus is mentioning about that it was told to you in the Old Testament that if somebody is responsible for killing others, you may kill them. But I say to you that even calling somebody a fool or being angry with somebody is not allowed. He's not saying exactly those words, but this is what he's meaning, and I'm trying to simplify his words to mention that he is raising the bar of our spiritual life and our life with one another. He goes on to say that it was told to you so and so, but I tell you, even if you call somebody Raka, or if you call somebody a fool, you will be answerable to the Sanhedrin, that is the people responsible or in authority that time, the Roman authorities. And then he goes on to make a further very tall claim. And he says that when you go to the altar, like here we come often to celebrate the Mass or to offer the sacrifice, and he says, when you go to offer the sacrifice and there, so I am now, for example, almost dressed up for sacrifice, for Mass, for prayer. Jesus is saying, if that time, before you begin, if you remember that you have offended somebody and that you are not in talking terms with somebody, leave the sacrifice there. That means leave the altar, leave the church, leave the prayer, leave the synagogue. Go and first reconcile with that person. Then come back and offer the Mass. I am trying to recall in my own life, have I ever done that? I have never ever done in the 47 years of my life as priest, and before that as a seminarian for many years, and altogether, I joined seminary about 61 years ago. And more than 61 times I have heard this gospel. But never once have I left the sacrifice at the altar, gone and reconciled with the enemy or with somebody who was offended or somebody whom I offended or I was offended. No. You see, the challenge that Jesus places before us is sometimes very difficult. And it may not be always possible to follow his strict commandments or his strict teachings. But that is the challenge of being a Christian. And it reminds me today, and I can confess with being ashamed of myself, that I have never left the altar, the sacrifice, and gone and reconciled with others. We do all these wonderful things of decorating the altar with beautiful roses here on both sides, nice candles there you see, and decorate everything. But we never think of the words of Jesus, not to call anybody a fool, not to call somebody a Raka, or to be angry with somebody. That's what Jesus said today. In the former times it was told that you shall not kill, etc. But I am saying you shall not be angry with somebody. And if you are angry and not reconcile, go and reconcile. Let's take the challenge, accept the challenge of Jesus, and try from today onwards to change our lives. And if you like, you may please subscribe to this channel once again, and please write your comments as well. Thank you.